Hello, everyone. I would like you to think about the last piece of clothing you bought. Is it still sitting in your wardrobe, unworn and losing value by the second? The fashion industry keeps telling us to buy more, but they never tell us what to do when we're done. Most platforms simply sell away old clothes, but here, we're doing something much greater than that. Hi, I'm Elise, and together with Julian, Rushen, Yuntong, and Clarin, we are the Going Concern, and we've created a platform that redefines modern fashion.
I'm Julian, and let me introduce you to our business model, Rethread. So, Rethread is an SLI platform that allows consumers to rent and donate upcycled fashion. This addresses both affordability and sustainability in one model. Our primary revenue stream is a rental marketplace. The problem is simple. Consumers want branded, high quality clothing, but the price tag often puts them out of reach. So Rethread solves this by turning idle wardrobes into passive income for renters, while renters access premium fashion at just a fraction of the price. Every rental also directly replaces a fast fashion purchase, cutting textile waste and carbon emissions. We operate on three subscription tiers: basic at 29 ringgit, standard at 49 ringgit, and premium at 89 ringgit per month, offering increasing rental frequency, garment quality, and convenience. Our secondary revenue stream is a donor data collection and sale. When a customer donates a garment, they submit a structured in-app review. Rethread anonymizes this data and sells them to fashion brands for R&D. This is either a one-off brand report at 2,000 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit, or an annual subscription dashboard at 15,000 ringgit to 25,000 ringgit. Now, on the financials. Our 5-year projection assumes a WACC of 12%, reflecting Malaysia's risk-free rate, an equity risk premium, and an illiquidity premium for early-stage private ventures. Growth follows a clear trajectory, starting off with a campus pilot in year 1, expanding through KL and PJ word of mouth in year 2, scaling via social media in year 3, then press and partnerships in year 4, and finally we reach brand maturity by year 5. Revenue grows from 72,000 ringgit in year 1 to 1.36 million ringgit by year 5, and this is driven by subscription growth across both rental subscriptions and data licensing. Despite early losses of 197 ringgit in year 1, we turn cash flow positive by year 4, and we achieve a positive cumulative NPV of 6,756 ringgit by year 5. This confirms that we are able to break even within a 5-year window.
Fast fashion culture in Malaysia is quietly creating a crisis that most of us participate in every single day. In 2021 alone, Malaysia has generated 432,000 tons of fashion waste, while 27% of Malaysians discard clothes after wearing them only once, and 2,000 tons of clothing are discarded every single day. This crisis has three dimensions. First, consumer behavior. Gen Z and millennials are the biggest fashion buyers, yet sustainable options remain expensive. Second, environmental impact. Synthetic textiles take centuries to break down, and regulation on textile waste and chemical runoff here in Malaysia remains weak. And third, corporations continue to prioritize profit over sustainable transparency. So we have identified three root causes. The first is a business model built on disposability, with e-commerce platforms like Shopee and Lazada. The second is social influence and overconsumption culture. 74% of young consumers admit that they buy more clothes than they actually need. And third, there is simply no viable alternative for most consumers. So, who stands to gain if we solve this? Consumers, especially Gen Z and millennials. Second, labor workers, who deserve fair wages and safe conditions. And third, the environment, to reduce waste and carbon emissions. And lastly, our local communities, whose health and economy are directly affected by how we produce and discard clothing.
Thank you, Julian. I'm Clarin. So now let me walk through our implementation plan. Our core purpose is to disrupt the culture of overconsumption of clothes by creating a tech-driven circular economy that can reduce out the textile waste through rental, donation, and upcycling. So what are we going to do? We'll develop a mobile app which users can either rent clothes or donate items they no longer use. We will place donation boxes in malls. For example, like someone shopping in South Pyramid can just drop off a bag of clothes on the spot. Besides, we will promote our app through social media and campaigns to build awareness among people, especially targeting those younger users. Operationally, we have aligned our resources across 4 key areas: strategy, app development, logistics, and marketing. Our 500K budget is carefully allocated, which technology development takes a larger share to ensure a strong platform is built. We have also identified risks like clothes going out of trend or wear out quickly. So to manage this, we'll use data-driven rotation and strict quality control to ensure only good condition and trendy items stay in circulation. Then, our success will be measured by active users and rental rates. So now let's zoom into our 5-year plan. In the first year, we will launch the mobile app and set up donation points in Clam Valley malls to build our initial user base and secure our inventory through social awareness. Moving on to our year 2 and 3, we'll expand to more malls and we plan to partner with J&D Express so that users can schedule pickup and drop off easily. Then we'll also introduce upcycling for low demand inventory, for example, like turning unsold jeans into top bags to maintain our stock value. By this stage, we aim to break even. Finally, in year 4 to 5, we plan to expand into cities like Penang and JB, and we may also introduce a franchise model, allow other operators to run our service in different regions.
For our social impact, we aim to encourage community participation. We hope by placing donation boxes in shopping malls, we could collect 500 kg of used clothes within a month and expand to big 5 Klang Valley malls, specifically targeting Sari Pyramid, which has a high turnover of trendy clothes among university students. Next, we aim to raise awareness and having 100 new app downloads per week per location, while having 200 active users per month and extending average clothes lifespan by 20 to 30% as our long-term goal. One of our social impact would also to be reward eco-friendly actions with donor rewards and introductory offer, where we hope to retain 80% of the first 100 customers who are entitled to a 1-month trial. Lastly, we hope to promote circular economic habits by targeting Gen Z via social media to promote our app and to reduce clothing assumptions among Gen Z by 10%. Okay,
In conclusion, the future of fashion isn't just about what you wear. It's about what happens next. So join the movement and let's close the loop on textile waste together.